Hi all, welcome back to our new episode. Today's video is around the Israel-Palestine conflict. However, we are not intending to talk about what is happening now in Gaza. Rather, we will take a quick walk through the history of the conflict.
Yeah, sure. See, we all know, or we are all updated on what is happening in Gaza at the moment after Hamas struck Israel with 5,000 rockets. So, we are not going to talk about that. So, we will go back a little bit back in history. So, this is also known to all that Nazis killed around 6 million Jews across the world, and Jews were seeking a homeland to settle down uh, peacefully to escape the persecution. So, following a UN resolution to that effect, the modern Israel was established in 1948, um, and the creation displaced the people who were living there at that point in time, the Palestinians. So Arabs and Palestinians considered the Israel creation as Nakba, meaning catastrophe or disaster, and they didn't accept the existence of or the creation of Israel, and they attacked Israel the next day of its creation. So the war ended in 1949 through Armitage Treaty, but there was no permanent peace in that region, and many wars and conflicts followed, including the famous or infamous Six-Day War in 1967 and the ongoing conflict in the region.
I think there were many chances for peace between Jews and Palestinians during all these years. However, they missed the chances many times. What could be the reason?
Yeah, so both the parties missed out on opportunity to settle this issue and bring peace to that region. See, there are many opportunities and chances. We will not talk about all of them. So let's talk about few. In 1979, Israel signed a peace treaty with Egypt, ending around 30 years of hostility. In 1993, the then Israel Prime Minister Rabin invited the PLO chief Yasser Arafat for a negotiation, for a discussion on limited Palestinian autonomy. In 1994, Israel signed a peace treaty with Jordan, and then came few very big opportunities. In 2000, the then U.S. President Bill Clinton invited Israeli Prime Minister Barak and Yasser Arafat to Camp David for a negotiation, which lasted 13 days, but ended without any result. Nobody knows the exact reason for its failure, but the New York Times reported that it was mainly on the non-agreement on the sovereignty of Jerusalem. So again in 2008, the successor to Yasser Arafat, Mohammed Abbas, was offered a near total withdrawal from West Bank by the then Israel Prime Minister Olmert, but he rejected, citing many reasons. So both the parties missed out an opportunity to solve this stalemate and create, bring peace to the region for them to live peacefully.
There are a few issues behind the Israel-Palestine conflict, including the need for two states.
Yes, that is the two state is actually the top reason, meaning creation of a separate independent state for Palestinians alongside Israel. But you know, when Palestinians were agreeing to that, Israelis were not agreeing, and vice versa. And at the moment, Hamas doesn't accept the existence of Israel over there. So, and then the second major disagreement is on the sovereignty of Jerusalem, which are sites sacred to Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. Palestinians want Eastern Jerusalem to be their own capital, whereas Jews don't want Jerusalem to be divided and want the entire Jerusalem to be the eternal capital of Israel. And another issue is about a huge number of about 5.6 million refugees living in Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Jordan, and West Bank and Gaza. So there are many other issues, but these are the major issues behind the conflict.
This is modern history. I believe the Jews were displaced from the region long back.
Yes, see, Jews of course were there, 2000 years back in that region. So they were displaced by various invasions, by various countries and empires, starting with Roman invasion in 63 BC, and then Assyrians, Greeks, Persians, Babylonians. Um, are all invaded and ruled Israel for a long time. And Byzantine Empire also ruled Israel for some few years. So then came the Ottoman Turkish Empire, which invaded and captured the region in 1516 and ruled the place for some 500, 400 plus years, till 1918, before it fell to the control of Britain. So, the rest of the history after the creation of modern Israel in 1948 is reasonably known to many of us.
So, Jews were there before Christianity and Islam. Don't Jews have any right to this land?
Yeah, so this is a question now. So, the question is actually who are the original inhabitants of that region. So we really don't know. No, we don't know much about it. But if we believe in the out of the Africa immigration theory, it could be Africans, and like elsewhere on the earth. Now Jews were there. They were displaced, through invasions, and they came back in 1948, to settle in their own country. And in the process, the people who are living there were displaced, and the Palestinians, and the statement goes on. So, see the bottom line is this: both communities, both the parties should have the rights to live peacefully in independent countries. So Israel already has an independent country. So the Palestinians should also get an independent country to live and coexist with Israel. Otherwise, the conflicts and the wars which have been going on for 75 years uh, never brought peace to both the parties, would never bring peace to both the parties, not only to these parties but to the world as a whole, Middle East in particular. So, both the parties should find a media to settle this issue and settle there peacefully for the good of the humanity.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We will be back soon. Bye.
All right, take care.
Take care.